Welcome to season 2, episode 4 of Talks with Noelle. Hold on, I feel like this thing's not straight, so let me adjust myself so I give you guys a good, yeah, there we go. Okay, so welcome everybody. Nice to have you here. I want to give a big shout out to my sponsors, Supermalt and Boldly Stated. My earrings are by Boldly Stated, so shout out to Boldly Stated, who is an official sponsor of Talks with Noelle season 2. So yes, more sponsors, more opportunity. We thank God, praise Jesus. I want to give a massive shout out to Fear No Man Clothing for my jacket. I'm going to give you guys a little spin around later, but yeah, Fear No Man. So shout out to Cooler Perry and the whole of the Fear No Man family for my jacket. Red is actually my favourite colour and they did a good job getting it to me, so yay. My guest is already online. This is why I like Trendy Rail. Trendy Rail is on time. If you need a stylist and you book her, she'll get there on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's already here. My guests normally arrive at 8:15. Like, she's already online. She's already here. Like, guys, come on. So yes, today we are going to discuss. Today we'll be talking about fashion, we'll be talking about style, we'll be talking about trends, and most importantly, we'll be talking about dressing for your body shape and dressing for your figure. Because sometimes people have a nice figure, but the way that they dress, they're like, the dressing and the figure don't really, it doesn't really glide together nicely. So you'll see someone and they're very beautiful, but they don't know how to dress. Or someone might not be so beautiful, but when they put clothes together, when they dress, when you see them, you'll be like, whoa, wow, woo, oh my gosh. You get it? So we're going to talk about, just how to dress for your body shape. Shout out to Eloise, that's online. Don't know. If I don't give her a shout out, she'll at me later on, so I had to shout her out. So yeah, we're going to talk about fashion and everything, and I have the most amazing person here to talk with me about it. I have Trendy Rail. So just a quick background, those of you that don't know who Trendy Rail is, she is a celebrity stylist. She has styled many of your favorite artists. She has styled Sarkodie, Mr. Easy. I mean, the list goes on and on. If I really start, we can really be here all day. So yes, we're going to talk about fashion. I'm going to get her on in a bit, but everyone that's tuned in, like, what's your fashion sense? What do you do? Me personally, if you know me, I dress quite tomboyish, but that's only because I like to be free. Like, I will choose being comfortable over anything. So sometimes I have to wear heels in it. Like, I'll wear it and everything. It's not like, oh, I don't like it, I'll never wear it. No, I'll wear it. I'll wear it. It's just, I like to be comfortable. That's literally it. I like to be comfortable. Like, I don't see why I should wear a dress or like I should wear heels that within my hearts of hearts I know I don't like, and I'm wearing it and I'm killing myself and I can't dance. I'm just not myself. I'm just there like this. Like, for me, life is not deep like that. I like to be comfortable. So me, if I'm wearing something and I'm comfortable and I'm cool, like, I'm ready to go. You feel me? Like, other people, because it's the trend, because it's the fashion, because everybody's wearing it, it might not go with their body shape. It might not even go with, but they'll wear it because why? Everybody's wearing it because it's fashion, innit? So let's all do fashion. High caste tea, let's all do fashion. Me, on the other hand, I'm not like that. I don't really follow fashion trends. If I buy something, it's because I really like it. So, some people, God has blessed them, like, they have money to buy, like, designer trainers that are ugly, innit? Like, that's their prerogative. But me personally, if I really like something, I'll get it. If I don't, but it's in fashion and everybody has it, forget it, catch me later. I won't get it. Why? Because it's not me. One, I don't like it. Two, it's not even comfortable. Like, I know loads of ladies that wear Louvre, yeah, and they say it's not comfortable. They'll wear it, will go out 5, 10, maybe at most 30 minutes. Then they'll start to take off their shoes and go and wear slippers. I'm just like, why are you wearing? They'll be like, no, you don't understand. My feet are killing me. I'm just like, why are you killing yourself? Like, all because, red bottoms. So it's everyone. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me not lie. If Louis Vuitton said, hey, we'll sponsor you today, I won't say, oh, no. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just me personally, I like to be comfortable. If Louis said they'll sponsor me, I'll be like, yeah, as long as it's wide fit, as long as, I could be comfortable in it, as long as I'll give them some terms and conditions, because really and truly, I can't come and kill myself. So yeah, we're going to talk fashion. I'm really excited. This wasn't actually really one of my topics, but I've always, if you know me, I've always wanted to work with Trendy Rail, and like, God being so good, a few friends of mine actually know her and work with her, and then I messaged her and she actually replied to my email. Like, I messaged her thinking she might not reply because she's busy. She's always in and out of the country, XYZ. So I was thinking, no, she won't reply. So I just thought, you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then so I messaged her. She replied, and then funny enough, when I went to the premiere of Kiddy's album Sugar, which is on all digital platforms, please go and download it, support the movement, watch the movie. Let me know what you think about it as well. Yeah, so when I went to Kiddy's album launch, Sugar, she said, hey, when I went to Kiddy's album launch, Sugar, I saw her. And guys, yeah, it was like, so literally she was sitting down. She was literally sitting down, and I walked into the room and I saw her, and I was just like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness, it's Trendy Rail. Like, I think people must have thought I was mad because I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, hi, nice to meet you. Like, I was starstruck because this is somebody I've wanted to work with for time, let alone like actually seeing the person. And yeah, we got speaking, and I asked her to come on the show, and she agreed. This is also her first Instagram live, so it's a privilege and an honor to host Trendy. So without any further ado, I'm just gonna bring it on so we can start talking, because as you lot can see, I'm really excited. So let's get to it. Again, shout out to my sponsors for my earrings. I think this one's called the White I Love You, or I Love You White, something.
Why did you have to do this? I'm so shy right now. What kind of introduction?
Why are you shy?
Why would you do this to me, please? How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm a bit tired, but I'm good. I'm not too bad.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I know
Thank you for
inviting
me. Hey, Cassie, how are you?
I'm surprised you're even in London.
Why does everybody say this? Like, my cousin messaged me the other day, and she said, Nana, where are you? Are you even in the country? And I'm like, hello, I've been here since May. You guys shouldn't do that. I'm always in London.
We never see you. We never see you, one, and two, you're very hard to get a hold of.
Do you know what? Because I'm always working. If I'm not in the office, I'm doing something for Trendy Rail. So I'm just always hiding.
Okay, so let's get straight into it. First and foremost,
yes.
I understand your real name is Nana. So how did you come about with the name Trendy Rail for your business? How did that come about?
So Trendy Rail actually started off as Essence of Nana Shemaya. This is what a lot of people know me as, Nana Shemaya.
Okay.
However, this was just me styling and everything. I actually started with my friends.
Okay.
I used to just do like a complete makeover because I'm good with my hands, like I can do hair as well. So I would do the whole complete thing, and then I'll take pictures of them. But I just didn't like the name Essence of Nana because I didn't want my name in there.
Okay.
The reason why I didn't want my name in there is because I've noticed that some designers may not give you clothes for clients because of your name.
Oh.
Your name, yes. Your name gives off your ethnicity. It gives off where you're from. And most luxury designers or well-known designers will not give you clothes if you're called like a Nana or like a Tunde, or because they see it as so they see it as, what do you have to offer my brand? This is 5 years ago. I believe this has really changed, but 5 years ago this is how it was. So really and truly, and this may sound really cliche, I prayed about it. I was like, God, just give me a unique name, because I absolutely detest the fact that everybody uses their name, styled by this or styled by that. I didn't like it. I was just like, okay, fine, okay. And I always saw Trendy Rail as a whole brand rather than one person. Like, even though I'm the main person working at it now, eventually I'm hoping that there will be other people in Trendy Rail. So I prayed about it, and one day I was actually making my way to work. And I saw the rail, like, the train track. Yeah. I saw that. And every stylist needs a rail in the studio.
Of course.
Like how exactly. So I thought, trends. I'm always keeping up with trends. So I thought, Trendy Rail. That's how it came up. Literally, that's how it came up. And this was to do with prayers. So I didn't just wake up one day and say, the name is Trendy Rail. Never. I definitely prayed about it, and it would just started coming to me. So literally, that's it. That's how the name came about.
That is so crazy. Like, I actually never thought about it. Like, I wouldn't think that, you just saw the train and thought, rail, all right.
I was like, rails, exactly. And
that's
literally
crazy,
every stylist needs a rail, whether it's a portable rail. Like every stylist, when you ask them, are you coming to the studio? The first thing they ask for is, do you have a rail and do you have a steamer? These are the first two things any stylist will ask for. So,
Wow.
oh, you're copying me. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. Golda said you actually did her first pixie cut when she was with Divas by Claudia.
Oh my gosh. So,
How long
like
ago
I
was
said,
that?
I'm very good with hair. So, embarrassing me. Okay, I'm
Wow. I see.
back. So, I'm actually really good with hair. So, I worked at Divas by Claudia's, which is an
Yeah.
amazing hair studio. It's on Barking
So
Road. I
sorry.
worked
So
with her
one
for,
second. Nana Churches online. So I just want to shout out the Queen. Nana Churches just joined. So
oh,
shout out
she's
to the
been looking for me, you know, I think.
yeah, the Queen's online. So shout out to Nana
We'll go back
Churchill.
to it.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry, as you were saying.
Yeah, I used to work with Divas by Claudia. I worked with her since I was
Okay.
16. So I
Oh,
was with her for a good 7 to 8 years. I was really with her
wow.
for a long time. So I'm very good at hair. So if I wanted to take hair serious, I can actually bang.
Wow. No,
So
that's
yeah,
good.
she's very correct. Yes, I can do hair as well. I just don't really do it. Apart from family, I just don't really do it. But hold that thought. It might be a part of Trendy Rail. We never know.
Who knows? Okay, wow. So the name is very creative, like you said.
Thank
Trendy,
you.
like it's still in my mind, you know, like at the back of my mind, I'm just like, wow. Nah, God is amazing. That is so
Thank
amazing.
you. Yeah.
That is
Because I
amazing.
really did not want to use my name. So, you know,
I
I'm
didn't
very
even know
grateful
that,
that it
like,
came up.
if your name is in your brand, like
Yeah,
certain
sometimes
people
it
will give
does.
you clothes and
Yes.
let you style them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Sometimes, yes. Because
Okay,
they feel
so
like you don't represent their brand well.
mhm,
Yeah.
makes sense in an extent, I guess.
That's where that whole, you know, schism, I don't really want to say it, but that comes in, you know.
I know what you're talking about. It's all good.
Yes.
Okay, so how long has Trendy Rail been about?
Ooh, we've been about for 6 years.
Okay. And in
Yeah.
those 6 years, I mean, you
Yes.
styled a lot of people, you've worked with a lot of people. What would you say was the hardest thing about starting Trendy Rail?
Hmm. The hardest thing about starting with Trendy Rail is getting people to know what I'm about.
Okay.
I know exactly who I am as a stylist.
Mm-hmm.
I won't compromise that for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly who I am, and I believe that every person I work with is unique. Therefore, if I put something on you, or if there's a project and I'm doing it in a certain way, I will not repeat the same thing for the other person because you are all very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
It was challenging because not a lot of people will see it as that
Yeah.
because, you know, some people may say, oh, I want to look like this person or I want to look like that person.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's duplicating, and I don't do that. I'm basically duplicating somebody else's work on you.
Yeah.
That's not what Trendy Rail is about.
Okay.
No. So it was very hard in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
to do because a lot of them didn't understand. A lot of them did not understand. But now I feel
Yeah.
like they all get it.
Yep.
But it's
Yep.
kind of like it's a bit late because now you're all trying to fit in and you're all trying to stand out.
Yeah.
And this goes for like all the artists, whether American, African, I
Yeah.
don't care. Like all of them, it's the same thing.
Okay.
So it
So
is challenging getting a client to actually understand your vision,
mm-hmm.
not just for that period of time, but for the
Yeah.
long term is kind of hard sometimes.
Okay, so so you said that you style every client differently. So
Yes.
for example, I know you styled Sarkodie, like you style Sarkodie. So how would you Sarkodie's style would be different to, let's say, someone like Chris Brown?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you approach your work, if that makes sense?
Do you know what? I wouldn't say it would be so different. They are alike in a
Mm-hmm.
certain way. And I say this because Chris Brown's style is
Mm-hmm.
very OTT. Like, even if he's wearing something simplistic, there's always
Yeah,
something on there that stands out,
yeah,
you know? And say, if I was to put, okay, let's use a tracksuit as an example.
yeah,
Yeah. If I was to put a Nike black tracksuit on Sark and I
yeah.
was to mimic the same thing for Chris Brown, I
Mm-hmm.
would style it differently. I say this as I would put sack in an oversized one. So instead of buying sack size, I'd probably do like a double the size.
Okay.
Already, I'm starting to bring sack's identity into the same outfit. So it's the same clothing, but
Mm-hmm.
you're bringing different attitudes by just the way you style it. It's the same
Okay.
product.
Yeah.
It will be the same product, but maybe I'll go for a bigger size for sack. I might go for a Chris Brown same size. However, I might roll up his sleeves or I might unbutton the shirt, or I might, you know, it's
Yeah.
little things like that. It's all about the styling. And I always say, you either got it or you don't. Because I can see something, I'll be like, I would style it this way, or I'll style it this way. It might
Yeah.
be the exact same product, but if I was to put it on you and me, the way I will style it will be very different to the way you will style it.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
that's just literally how I work.
Okay. Okay, understand. Okay, so now let's talk about how you got into styling. Because, you know, there's a lot of people here, like, there's some people that know how to dress, but
Yeah.
they can't dress somebody else, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So on them is banging and everything that you could go shop with them, they could buy the same thing and you'll wear it and you'll just be looking at one clown like, but it's the same thing. So how did you get into styling? Like, how did that start? When did you know that this is what you're passionate about?
My
Shout out to Miss
background,
DSF.
my background has always been about fashion. Like, it's always been fashion based. Even in school, I was the only person with my name on my jumper, and I always used to go in detention for that. And I would proudly sit in detention because I wanted my name on my jacket. You know, I didn't care. Like,
Oh wow.
this is me. Yes. So with the fashion, I feel like it's in us. Like, even if you see the way my brothers dress,
Yeah.
like, it's in us. Like, it's I could say it's actually genetic because we're very creative, very creative. But the styling, it kind of just happened. Literally just kind of happened. Like, you know, telling my friends, oh, maybe I don't think you should wear this, I think you should do it this way, or I think if you pull your hair back it will go with the outfit better and stuff like that. So it kind of just happened. And even though it happened, I prayed about it and I knew that it was my calling because of like the kind of dreams I would have or the kind of compliments I would get from people. And the moment I hear, oh, this is different,
Yeah.
it clicked. I knew that this is what I'm supposed to do.
Oh wow, I like this. I like how, because this is like when we were talking in last season, we spoke about purpose and, you know,
Yeah.
walking in your purpose in terms of your career and your spiritual life. And I like how everything you're literally saying is literally like, look, before you even do anything, you prayed about it. Like,
Yeah.
Lord, I want to do this. I need a name.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
so it's
And it's
all
all by
connected.
His grace. It's all by His grace. I will never ever say, okay, I got up and it just came to me. Never.
Wow. Okay, I'm just going to take this question quickly before I move on.
Yeah.
Ben said he needs to have a session with you because he's starting a clothing line and he needs advice. So for anyone that's starting something to do with clothing, like just in the fashion creative industry, what advice would you give?
My number one is, and I've told you this before, know your brand and don't compromise on it.
Yep.
Don't. As long as you know what you want to do, even if people don't get it, eventually they will get it. You just need to push through. If they see the confidence in you that you believe in what you're doing, eventually it will pay off. Like, you just need to know your brand. The confidence alone it's a seller. It's a big seller. If you're confident in what you're doing, like, it just sells. Confidence sells, and people can sense that. You know, this is why people like Gucci can sell socks and it will be sold out. It's just like a normal cotton socks, but because their brand is so solid and they're so confident in it, they feel like they can put anything out there and it'll still be sold out.
True.
There you go.
That's true. That's why Valentina can go and collect Chalote and put their thing on it and sell
Oh
it.
yes, and they will still sell it. They will be like, it's vintage. It has a vintage feel to it.
I could get you
People
some
will
from
still buy
Ghana
it.
for like cheap. Come on. But
And they will
it's
still
true.
buy it. Exactly. Yeah.
Someone said, I feel like I can apply this advice to makeup.
Of course you can. You can apply it to anything. Of course you can. Especially with makeup, there's a lot of makeup artists in the industry. Like, when I say a lot, there's a lot of them. But I always say to my friends and whoever wants to, you know, become a makeup artist, whether it's fashion or whatever, you can do it. Many are called, few are chosen. There's something that you will have that's different to what everybody else is doing. Do it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work out. You find a different approach and you push again. You just keep push. That's all you have to do. It's not just the one thing that's gonna be overnight. No, like, in the creative industry, you gotta be a bully. That's what you have to do.
I am loving this. Okay, so now we're going to move to the question that everyone's been waiting for. So we're going to do the SART questions. Then we're going to talk about dressing for our body shape and everything. So how did your collaboration with Sarkodie come about? Like, how did you meet him? How did you start working with him? Yeah.
So with Sark,
Yeah.
believe it or not, I was not really a fan. Not because of anything. He's just like his music is. He reminds me of Drake. You know, Drake is very arrogant in his music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
His
exactly when you
lyrics, yeah, you
listen.
could tell.
Oh my god! So I was just like, so I actually got a call from a director called Vertex.
Oh,
We had just worked on Dangerous Love with Fuse and Sean Paul. So he was like,
okay, yeah, I remember that
Suck is
song.
coming to the UK. He said he's not going to come on set without a stylist. Are you available? Do you want to come?
Mm-hmm.
In that instant, I was like, money or pride? Money or pride? Obviously chose money. So I went. We didn't say a word to each other. I actually dragged one of my friends to go with me because she
Yeah,
was a massive fan. When I say she was a fan. So I thought, okay, she can deal with him whilst, I just put him in a clothes and, get him on set. So we
yeah.
didn't actually speak to each other. But by the end of the shoot, we spoke like we'd known each other for years.
Oh, wow.
Literally. So that's how it came about. And then he had a show with a
Mm-hmm.
Day,
Yeah.
and like I even said it as a joke. I was just like, I'm styling you when you come to the UK, And he was like, is that even a question to ask? And
Oh.
from then, his
Mm-hmm.
loyalty to me has just stayed. He was just like, yeah, we're just working together from now onwards, and it's been an amazing 5 years.
Wow. So you've been
We've
working with him for
literally just,
5 years?
yeah, creatively, we've actually built a brand for 5 years
Wow.
because I've been working with him for 5 years.
Wow. And so imagine if you had turned down imagine if you had chosen your pride and be like, no, I don't want to work with him. He's arrogant.
Exactly, it was
That's
God's way of
great.
telling me, you know what, you need to sometimes put your pride aside and just go ahead and just do the work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so trendy. I mean, you are into trends and everything. So you as a stylist, like, what
Yes.
would you say your like I said, me, I prefer to be comfortable over anything. Like that's why I dress a bit tomboyish. I like to be free. I like things a bit
I
baggy.
relate to you though because that's
Like I
how I
just want to be
am.
free. Like, let's go. What would you say your style is?
Okay, so I am very, very versatile. Like,
Okay.
and it depends on my mood.
Mm-hmm.
I can, I mean, you won't catch me in a dress on a normal day. I'll only wear a dress if I have to. If I have
Agreed.
to. You won't.
Agreed.
Just like, it doesn't even attract me. Like, and if I do, I don't really like figure hugging stuff.
Yeah.
So if I'm buying a dress, it needs to be very free, maxi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm very versatile. It just depends on my mood. But I would choose trainers over everything.
Agreed. Don't so agree. Like,
I'm a
no, I
trainer
actually agree.
person.
Like, I keep telling my mom, well, boy, jokes on her, but I keep telling her, listen, I'm a wedding reception. I'm actually gonna wear trainers. You won't see my
Oh
feet, so it won't
no,
matter.
change. That one day we can't do. When you change, you can
But you
get
won't see
but
my yeah. When I change,
when you
because you
change,
won't
we
see
can
my
get
feet.
away with it. But no, I wouldn't even allow that. I'm very sorry.
But I have to be comfortable, trendy.
Don't worry. You're half of the time.
It's true. It's true. It's only one day in it. Okay, so in terms of like brands and what's out there, what's your?
Exactly.
Because right now, I feel like everyone dresses the same. I feel like everyone dresses the same. Everyone looks the same. Everyone's wearing the same brands.
I
Everyone's
feel
getting
like you're
Balenciaga.
actually going to
Like
get me in trouble with this question. I hope
no,
no one's screen
like
recording this.
you're a stylist, so like, what is okay? What's your definition of style? Is it putting brands together, or like what would you
Never,
say your definition of style is?
never. Styling is literally number one in my book. You need to learn to
Mm-hmm.
dress for your body shape. Just because if something is
Mm-hmm.
in trend, it doesn't mean it's for you. No,
Okay.
let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's not do that. Because, okay, right now, my worst trend is this neon trend. People are walking around looking at fluorescent lights. What the hell is going on? They call
Looking
it
like
what?
God's chosen
Slime
highlighter.
season. They call it slime season. It's just like, no, it's not for you, babe. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
This trend is meant to be like a hint
Yeah.
of the neon on you, but people have taken it a bit too personal. You
Yeah.
have people looking wearing neon green from head to toe. Who told you you're allowed to do that? I'm sorry, if it's not a fashion shoot, why are you doing it? Especially the plus size people. Listen, it irritates me when I see you on Instagram. If you're plus size, I do not want to see you in neon from head to toe. Don't do that. Even the slim, thick ones, you shouldn't be dressing like that. Like, it's not sexy, it's not cute, it's not nice.
So what's the best way to wear neon?
Okay, so with me, I feel like it needs to be a hint on your body. So if it's like a neon t-shirt that you've got on, or even let's say you've got this neon dress.
Okay.
You're wearing a bright slime looking neon dress. Just tone it down with the blacks. Tone it down with the makeup. Somebody will fully wear neon and still put like a ombre lipstick on. Don't do that. It's not allowed. Why are you doing that?
You're speaking.
Do you know, like, if like I had if I had my way, I would literally be dressing all these people, because I just feel like it's such a wild color, and you need to learn how to tone it down. It's not something that's meant to be, fully from head to toe. It's not meant to be like that. Just because they do it on the catwalk, that's fine. They're selling a product. What are you selling? You're just wearing it. They're selling a product, so they can style it any way they want. Just because they put the trends out there, it doesn't mean that you need to wear it as they put it out there. You need to learn what suits you and wear it. Like with me, I would wear Leon. However, I would be all black and then probably have it on my feet. If I wear it as a t-shirt, I will tone it down with black denim. It's just learning to play with colors. But then a lot of people wouldn't know that, because they believe isn't fashion, isn't trend, let me do it. But no, honey, don't do it. I'm sorry.
So neon has to be toned. Like, I'm even learning things myself.
It needs to be,
like
down. Even look at the way you're dressed today. You have that the bomber jacket on, but you've toned it down with something black inside. It's just little detailing like that. These influencers, most of them are doing it for the numbers, and we need to remember that they're doing it for the numbers. The more hype they get, it's just numbers for them. They're getting paid. But and they're, most of them are even promoting brands. That's fine. But just because you've seen it on an influencer doesn't mean that you need to hop to the shop or go on what's this Fashion Nova, Jesus.
Guess you're not a big fan.
No. It doesn't mean that you need to go on Fashion Nova and then click on neon leggings, neon this, and then order it and then put it on together and take a picture. No, that's not fashion. I'm sorry.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So I just feel like when it comes to style, you don't need to be a genius to be, you just need to really know your body and know how to dress with it, I'm not saying just because you're plus size or just because you're slim, there's certain things that you can't wear. We can all wear the same thing. It's just like how you put it together, We can all wear the, wide legs and the crop tops. It's just that for a plus size, just do high-waisted. And then wear the crop top, it balances you out. It's just little things like that, but people don't pay attention to it.
Wow. I might have to come to you for some consultation. I mean, wow. This is free advice, guys. Free advice.
It's literally free advice.
Charge for consultation, so please take notes. It'll be up afterwards in 4 hours. Make sure you watch it back, get your notes.
And literally, my DMs are always free. Like I don't think I've even pointed this out, but anytime, like anybody struggling to pick an outfit, FaceTime me. My friend's really utilizing it. I could be sleeping. My friend will call me in like Primark or something, be like, Nana, what do you think of this? I said, it's my off day. Like, why are you calling me? Well, my DMs are always open. It may take me long to respond, but I always respond. Like, I'm not like a stylist that, you're just going to be like, oh, she doesn't have time. No, you message me. And even if it's a party and you're just like, oh, you're confused, you don't know what to wear. Gladly, I'll give you that advice. And even send you links as long as I have time.
Okay, so still on, dressing for your body shape and all of that stuff. So, it was hot girl summer and like there's lots of events, carnival, going to party in the park. Like there's just a lot of events that require you going out. Yeah. Now, there's a way to dress without being labeled as a hoe or XYZ. I mean, there's a way to dress about it. So for your hot girl summer dressing, like what would you say in regards to that?
I'm a firm believer of dressing and leaving a lot to the imagination. what I mean by that is I don't feel like your silhouette should show too much. It shouldn't. Like, and I've actually done this questionnaire before. I asked 3 guys, three maybe not enough, but I asked 3 guys, who would you pick? A girl in a bodycon or a girl in maxi dress? Guess who they all picked?
I'm gonna say maxi.
White. I said why? They said, well, we want to know what's going on in the maxi dress, because with the one in the figure hugging dress, we can see what we need to see, but the other one leaves a lot to the imagination, so we're more interested.
Wow.
People are now promoting confidence is naked.
Yeah.
That's not confidence to me. That actually screams insecure.
Oh, plot twist.
It is because anybody who is extremely confident in their body wouldn't have to put it on show for people to comment on that. I understand you're promoting body positivity, but why must you be naked to promote that?
Okay.
Body positivity is not you being naked on the gram. It's really not. It's actually not. If that was the case, then, especially someone like me, then people wouldn't even look at me, because me, I'm always in t-shirts. I live in that. Like, I live in that, you know.
Yeah,
but
you do.
I just
no, everything.
I live in that. I just feel like confidence doesn't need to be naked. Why must confidence be naked? You know, you have people that are like 30 plus, like, you know, extremely plus size, and they're wearing hot pants and taking a picture of it on the gram. I'm not saying that, you know, it's bad. I'm just saying, if you want to wear hot pants, that's fine. Throw a kimono on top, you know. Throw an oversized jacket on top of it. Is it still not sexy? It's still sexy. You're not putting it all on show, you know. So for me, this whole hot girl summer thing, it was nonsense to me. Absolutely nonsense. Absolutely nonsense, because it's just like, since when did naked become something that's in vogue? You know, you're basically, what you showing the younger generation, you're basically telling them that it's fine for them to go out in a phone and a t-shirt, and it's fine. No, it's not. It's actually not. It's really not.
I'm loving this.
A lot of people might backlash me for saying this, but for me, confidence is not what you put out there. It's what's inside, and what's inside is not visible. So why must you be naked? You know. So
I actually agree. Wow.
There you go.
Okay, so that's for all of you lots, hot girl summer. I'm just gonna scroll and see some questions, and take some questions, then we'll get back into the chat. Benedicta, I see you. Okay, Ben the whole day. Hi, Ben the whole day. He said, what is your biggest goal being in the fashion industry?
So right now, it's not who I want to work with.
Yep.
Is what I want to represent, and how I can get my new brand global. That's literally my aim. There's nothing else.
Okay.
That's literally it. Nothing else. I just want my new brand to be global.
Yep.
And literally just pushing that out there, just so that people can see that stylists are not just ordinary. That there's more to us than just putting clothes on people, and there's a lot that goes on in just putting clothes on people. You know. So yeah, that's literally my goal right now.
That's amazing. Okay, superstar trendy, much love.
Hi, Quabs, how are you?
Mad. Okay, so with everyone that you've worked with so far since you started, who would you say, I don't want to say favorite because it might get political, but who would you say you've had fun working with, like creatively, like who would that be?
Okay, without sounding so cliche, I would say Sack. The reason why no, it's not. The reason why I can say that is, if you know, he's actually a fashion icon now, right?
Yeah, he is. He's the whole, like, his whole page has changed.
And this is a brand that we've built.
Yeah.
People can actually see my work in him, and for me, that's such an amazing feeling. And as a stylist, that's every stylist's dream. for people to. So now I don't even have to say style by Trendy Rail. Like people kind of know,
Everyone
like
kind of
it's
knows, yeah.
me.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
people
true.
kind of know that it's me. Like even though sometimes he may even be doing it himself,
Oh
people just
wow.
assume that it's yeah. People just assume that. But I feel like he's been part of my journey in terms of showing people my creativity.
Hmm.
Even though he's very stubborn, don't get very stubborn. Like sometimes to get him in certain things is a battle. Like we have to, but he allows me to be creative, you know, like, but
Yeah.
he allows me to be creative. And with that, I feel like you can actually see the progression in terms of, you know, his fashion sense. And it just makes me
Yeah,
smile
it's
that, you
definitely
know, he's
changed.
exactly. And, you know, it makes me smile when I see that because you can actually see before and then. Not that he wasn't doing a good job, but you can see that he
Hmm.
actually has someone creatively backing him
Oh,
and doing
well,
all of that. And yeah, and he holds it down himself when I'm not even in Ghana. But like, it's been a beautiful journey. Like for 5 years, you can actually see his trendies well work. So yeah, yeah.
kudos to you on that. Okay, so the body shape. I'm still on it. I was still on it. So obviously there's different types of body shape. There's like hourglass, there's the
Yes.
pear. Someone said there's the
Yep.
apple. I actually don't
Yep.
know what that is. Because I know hourglass
Apple,
is
just the people that are
big
just
up and big at
round.
the bottom.
Yeah. No,
Okay. And then
hourglass
there's the
is
pear,
no,
which
that's pear
is
shape. That's pear shape. Pear shape is small at the top and big at the bottom.
okay, tell me, because I'm confused now.
Okay. So
I'm
pear
confused now. So
is
tell me the shape. Uh-huh.
hello Zeke. I haven't seen you in ages, Zeke. How are you? So pear is literally small at the top,
Uh-huh.
big at the bottom, and those are the people that when they stand, you can actually see their hips. Hourglass is what
Okay.
everybody's paying for now. You know, hourglass is what everybody's paying for now with the you know, you know, the small waist. And you have people that are triangle shape. Triangle is basically it's just like pear shape as well. They,
I'm trying to work it out in
yeah,
my head. Like, wait, there's people actually shaped like this.
yeah. People are actually shaped like this,
Okay.
which is similar to pear shape as well.
Uh-huh.
And then there's also rectangle. Rectangle are just people that are just very boxy. They're just really straight.
Okay.
Those are the models that you see on catwalk. Most of them are just very
Hey,
rectangular.
shout out to Benedicta and Goldust. You guys are rectangles. They're models, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so bad. So like literally the list goes on. It's literally
Yeah.
like that. And I used to actually do like when I had a bit of time, I used to
Mm.
do body shapes and how to dress with it. I used to put it on my Instagram a lot. I might actually have to start that.
Yes,
I used
please.
to do that quite a lot, but
I think you
I
should.
kind of ran out of time and I didn't have enough time. But maybe I'll start. And what's Angie laughing at? Ask her what she's laughing at, please. Why is Angie
She's laughing
laughing?
because Benedicta's a rectangle, bro.
But yeah, I might start that. But it's just knowing what body shape you are and how to dress with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a win-win. You can never ever go wrong.
So if you're busty at the top, what would if you're like I think that was a pair or whatever. Yeah. If you're like if you're very very busty at the top, and you're going to say your wedding, and
Yeah,
you know you're busty at the top, but the
yeah.
bride may necessarily not be. And now you're going to the wedding as a guest. You're not going to
Oh,
go and steal
that,
somebody's wedding.
that's
Like,
so
how would you
bad.
dress for that? Because it's
Okay,
not your wedding. You're a guest. I'm just putting it
with
out there.
me, with me, I'm quite busty
Mhm.
now.
No, I just want to know.
It, but do you know what? If you're busted, it depends on what's going on down there as well. Like, what are you like? What are you shaped down there? Are you in proportion? Are you not in proportion? Do you
Let's say
have
you're in
smaller
proportion.
legs?
Let's say you're in
Oh,
proportion.
then that one is easy. Just do some off the shoulder, but not a push-up bra. Like you can actually do like a really cute off the shoulder flowy dress that leaves a
Hmm.
lot to the imagination. Have a bit of ruffles at the top.
Hmm.
You will turn heads, but not in a bad way.
Hmm.
So just a simple dress off the shoulder, because every woman, this is the sexiest part of the body.
Why is that?
Okay. She's like, why is that?
Yeah, no, I just want to know. I've never actually heard. Nobody's actually ever said that before.
Yes,
Okay, tell me
this
what.
is your sexiest part of the body.
Uh huh.
It doesn't show off body fat.
Oh.
It doesn't show, yep, it doesn't show off body fat. normally it just shows your collarbone and a bit of flesh. You're not putting everything on show.
Ah.
It doesn't, which is why a lot of people like to take pictures like this off the shoulder, because you can never tell like what size they are, what's going on down there. You can never ever tell. Off the shoulder is
Makes
very
sense.
deceiving. Off the shoulder is extremely
Hey,
deceiving.
wow,
Somebody said,
education
"Wow,
indeed.
education." It's very, very
No,
deceiving.
I've never actually heard nobody say it.
Observe a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
that like do off the shoulder, or observe all of them.
Wow.
And it's the sexiest part of every female's body, regardless of whether you're plus size, slim, thick, skinny.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the cutest part of every female's body.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, nice floral dress, bit of ruffles if you're busty, just like me. Could get a really nice bra from Bravissimo, which is not a push-up bra, because if you're busty already, you don't need a push-up bra. Let's not do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Go
tell
to
them.
Go to Bravissimo, invest in a good bra, put that on. It leaves a lot to the imagination, and some cute heels. I mean, a lot of people can't walk in heels, but they still wear it. Get some nice mules, put it on. You're
Mm-hmm.
looking so chic. You're turning heads in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like, oh wow, I like the way she's dressed. She's dressed, she's left a lot to the imagination, and I like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And for just so I'm not biased, we've done someone who's busty. Say if you're not so busty, but you've got a big bum, so you're not really busty at the top, like you're all right, but your
Harold,
bum,
you're
whoa.
late. Harold, you're late. Sorry.
So you're not busty at the top, but you have a big bum, and you're going to
Yeah.
a wedding. What's the right way to dress in a way that, like you said, you turn heads, but in the right way?
Do you know what? With that, I think it's even simple. So, like a flowy jumpsuit. If you have like something, hello
Mm-hmm.
Terry. If
Oh,
you have
that's
like
TMC Entertainment.
yes,
Welcome,
it
TM
is.
Entertainment. Welcome. That's a
Hey
big
Terry,
push, That's a plug.
you, like if you just have the, biggest bum, something like just a wide leg jumpsuit.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't show off everything. It shows off
Mm-hmm.
that yeah, she's got something going on, but it's not. It's not on show. Or even a cute dress, a cute flowy dress. It's a wedding. Don't go and buy a celeb boutique dress that you can't even breathe in. Don't do that. Show some respect. Traditionally, we all need to have morals. I'm not saying don't dress. I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
everybody's going there to shoot their shot at somebody's wedding. That's completely
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah.
you just need to remember that the way you're shooting your shot in that dress, that's how you're going to be addressed. If you go there looking naked, you're going to be addressed like that. Just remember that. It No, but it's true. I saw this post of some girl
Mm-hmm.
fully in a bikini, and then she's saying dress how you want to be addressed as her caption.
I'm confused.
I think she misunderstood that. Don't go to somebody's wedding half naked. Show some respect. Like don't do that. Nobody's saying don't dress or don't look fly. Because you might find your soulmate over there. That's fine, but you need to remember that if you're really gonna find your soulmate needs to be interested in what's inside and not the big bum that they saw. You know.
Hey,
You know.
trendy spitting fact. This is how I know you've been walking us up for a long time. Like the wisdom that you're speaking.
No, but it's true. Like don't put it all on show. It's for me anyway. I don't feel like it's attractive. And please, the guys on here, please just let me know. If you see a girl on the gram that's got everything on show, I think they call it slay queens. The Ghanaians call it slay queens. If you see all of that on show, which one are you more interested in? The one that it's more covered up but has more mystery to her. Like you can see that there's something in that. You can see the shape in that maxi dress, but it's not showing. Which one are you more interested in? Me, even though I'm a female, I'm just gonna be like, wow, that girl's got hips. What's going on behind her? I would be interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Putting it all on show is not sexy anymore. And I feel like we've all lost our morals. Like social media has it depends on what you want.
He's not lying. He's also speaking. But yeah, social media has played a part in
We've all lost our morals. Like we've all lost our morals, and I feel like we need to bring it back because the younger generation are picking that up, and they're all saying, "Oh, we're living in a moment." No, honey, no, it's not right. It depends on, what did Harold say? He said,
It
it
depends on.
depends on what you want. Exactly. You, Harold, if you saw that, are you going to wife that? Are you going to take that to home? Are you really going to do that?
You're not
Okay.
gonna take that to your mom.
You're not
Like
going to
everyone
take
else
that
has
to your
seen it. If
mom.
it's on social media, everyone else has
It's
seen
not
it.
nice, you know, if it's on social media, like, no,
Can you
everyone's seen,
imagine?
everybody's seen them in a bikini, everybody has, it's not sexy,
But
like,
I
you
think
know.
even with what you're saying, it's even applicable to guys as well. Can you imagine on your wedding day, you kiss the bride, you're walking down the aisle, and then your boy's like, oh, you secured, your girl has a big bum. You'll be like, huh?
Eh?
Why? Because you've seen it
See?
on social media already.
Exactly.
Like,
I've seen
yo,
it already. Like, we know who she is. Like, we
no, it's
know,
bad. It's
you
bad.
know, you know, and that kind of stuff's meant to be wowing you. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm very traditional. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people say, like, why are you so traditional? We live in the 20th century. Okay, that's fine. You live in the 20th century, but I still have morals, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like to leave a lot to the imagination, and that's how I dress. Which is why you see me in a lot of t-shirts sometimes. Even if you're going to see me in a dress, it will be a maxi dress,
Mm-hmm.
because what's going on behind me is not anybody's business.
That's all. Okay, so quickly before I let you go, let's just also talk about just dressing for guys, because we've spoken a lot about women and girls' body shapes, and the
Okay,
guys are just
so
thinking, yeah, whatever, and the girls are thinking,
oh
thank you
guys,
for
do you feel
advice.
neglected?
But yeah, let's just move on to the guys. So guys don't really have body shapes, do they?
Listen, but you know, guys are like the funnest people to dress, right? I enjoy dressing up guys
Why is that?
because it's very playful.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely playful. I know some people might think, yeah, but girls, they can wear skirts, they can wear dresses, they can do this. Okay, that's fine, but guys can play with patterns a lot,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's mainly just the trousers and the oversized t-shirts and whatever. They can play with a lot of patterns. They can play with colors. They can play with textures.
Mm-hmm.
They can do a lot of that. And for me, anyway, guys in their body shape. I mean, you're either skinny, tall, you were skinny. What? What are their guys' body shape? They're either toned or all right or
Yep,
skinny and
yeah,
da, 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 da.
tone right or like just there.
Yeah, but do you know the same rule applies to guys? You just need to learn to buy the size.
Mm-hmm.
A perfect example. Last week, and I'm not going to bait anybody up because he's in here. We did a shopping. You know, they call it a fashion emergency, so we did shopping. Now,
Mm-hmm.
just by changing something as simple as size made a very big difference. You know,
Oh wow.
they're normally a medium, but
Mm-hmm.
the shirt that they were buying, it requires a lot of movement. So if the texture of the shirt is quite chiffony, it
Yeah.
requires movement.
Mm.
Get the next size up so the flowiness can show. You
Okay.
know, it's for guys. I think is all about styling.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about knowing the size. If you know
Mm-hmm.
your size, you know how you can play about with. You know, you have guys that are naturally a waist 32, but they're wearing a waist 34 because of where they let their trousers sit.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
exactly, because you know a lot of them like to sit it on their bum, or
Yeah.
some of them people are still sagging in 2018 and 2019. Sorry, and I don't know why. But it's with guys. Guys don't like to wear their size, and if they do wear their size, they wear it wrongly. They don't wear it according to the style that they're going for. You know,
Okay.
so guys is easy, man. I love it. I think it's fun. I love it. I love it.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Before I let you go, can you just let people know where they can get a hold of you? I mean, can you imagine? Trendy was shy. She's like, I'm gonna come on your
Hmm.
show, but I'm a bit shy.
Me, I'm
But then
shy.
again,
Oh.
to be
Hmm.
honest, you can't really be shy
So,
around me. I'll actually make you come out of your show.
oh
So
my God, me, I'm so shy. To get me, this is my first live. Can you imagine?
I'm
I've
so
been on
happy I was the
Instagram since
first
when?
person to
This is
host your
my
live.
first live. This is my first live.
But you,
First live.
but you have to do more because like people really have questions, things they want to ask you. So, I mean, when you are free, you should.
Hmm. I'm shy, oh. I'm, I'm so shy.
But your
I'm so
DMs are
shy.
always open.
My DMs are always open. It may take me long to reply, but
Mm-hmm.
it's always open. You know,
Quickly.
right now,
Mm-hmm.
I just want people to focus on what's coming up. I've got something absolutely amazing coming up, and I'm so
Gee,
excited by it.
that's a KB.
You guys pay attention to my hashtag never be ordinary. It's something
Ooh.
amazing. I'm so excited by it. The ones that know, and I can't wait to officially launch it. I've given hints here and there, But I can't wait to actually make a noise about it. Yeah, so hopefully maybe in December, you know, we're not going to give out dates or anything like that, but it's coming. I just want people to look out for that. Big announcements coming soon. That's why I've been quiet. I haven't really been doing a lot of shoots and things like that because it's been taking a lot of my time. But I just want people to start paying attention to the hashtag, you know, just start paying attention to the hashtag.
Lovely. Quickly, I missed the question. Thank you, Goldust. Ben, the whole world said, he wants to know what's the difference between a fashion designer and a stylist.
Listen. I will say this twice. Just because you're a designer, it doesn't mean that you're a stylist. Just because you're a designer, it doesn't mean that you're a stylist. A lot of the designers now think they are stylists. Just because you can make a garment, it doesn't mean that you can teach somebody how to pair it or what shoes to pair it with or how to wear it. You've made that garment, but it's the stylist's job to make sure that it looks perfect on the client.
Okay.
Even though you've done the outfit that may not be off the shoulder, we as stylists may be like, nah, this will look better as off the shoulder. We will style it as off the shoulder, whether it means pinning it on the client in a certain way. You know, I just feel like designers should do their job and allow stylists to do their job, you know. But a lot of the designers right now think they're stylists too, which is really, it's annoying. It's annoying. I mean, I respect your brand, but as long as I'm not disrespecting your brand, that's all you need to care about. If anything, I'm giving you ideas as to what you can make next or what you can turn that dress into, you know.
Of course.
You know, but a stylist, that's also a designer. You know. Yeah, but a designer is not a stylist. But if you are a stylist, then you become a designer. That's fine. You know your stuff, because not only do you know how it's going to work on a person or for a specific project, you also have knowledge about the fabrics you've worked with, so you know how it's going to look on that particular person. You know, but a designer is not a stylist, but a stylist can be a designer.
Lovely. So, last but not least, your final words to anyone that's trying to get into the creative
guys,
in terms of fashion, styling, even music, because you've been on so many sets, directing, like any part of the creative industry. What advice would you give to that person?
I go back to this: don't compromise. If you feel like you've got something different and you're bringing it to the table, bring it to the table and push yourself. Like when I say a lot, I get days where I cry. I still cry. Even yesterday I cried. You know, you will get days where you feel like your work is not good enough. You will get days where you feel like nobody's paying attention to you or nobody's taking what you're doing serious. But if it's what you're called to do and you know genuinely in your heart that you're bringing something new to the table, push it, you know. I don't care if there's a makeup artist out there that's doing brushes. Okay, even if they're doing brushes, your brittles might be different, you know. The grip on your brushes might be different. What do you have to bring to the industry that's different, you know? Which is why I use the hashtag never be ordinary. Don't be an ordinary hairstylist. Don't be an ordinary makeup artist. What can you do that's different? What are you doing that's making you stand out? Don't be an ordinary designer. Don't be an ordinary footballer. How are you striking? How are you kicking? You know, like, it's little things like that. Just think about what you have to bring to the table, and that's what's going to make you stand out. That's what's going to make you turn heads, you know. Perfect examples: Sack. He raps very well, but he doesn't rap in chi, and he stood by that, and look at where he's got him now. Stick to what you're good at. Stick to your brand. If you have the vision for it, stick to it. You know, Will Smith, stick to it. Don't compromise. You know, if you don't agree with it, even if you're up and coming, you need to push. Rome wasn't built in a day. It was not built in a day. You will cry. I mean, you will cry. You will lose vim. You know, but just keep pushing. Literally keep pushing. As long as you know you're called to do what you're doing and you're just not following crowd, that's the most important thing. Don't follow crowd. Just because everybody's doing it, it doesn't mean that you need to do it too. If you have a passion for it, it's your passion that's going to drive you. You know, even if people say no, you're just like, okay, even if you're saying no, I will come again, you know, and I know what I'm going to bring to the table. Delay interviews and cheat. Thank you.
True.
You know, And I love Auntie Delay, by the way. Oh, I love her. Even though she's so sharp. But
Yeah,
I
she's a
love
bit
her, you
fast.
know? That's just human
Okay.
beings. Human beings will never get it in the beginning, but eventually they'll be the ones that will jump on the hype. And that's just, that's just humans. They will never get it in the beginning. And then after you're there, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." Oh, no, 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 no. You know, So just keep pushing. Keep pushing. I can only talk by my experience. Like I kept pushing. I didn't compromise. I cried, but at the end of the day, I'm nowhere near where I need to be. But I can
Yeah,
put my hand up and be like, I've achieved quite a bit. So
you
stick to
have.
it.
Congratulations, you really have. You definitely
Thank
have.
you. We still have a lot of work to do, trust me, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on,
Thank you for
Miss Trendy
having
Rail.
me.
Your
Thank
name
you
will
for
forever
having
stick
me.
in my head. Like whenever I see you
Amen. Thank
in the
you.
train station, whenever I see a railway, it's just gonna pop into my head because the way that you got your name, it's still in my head. Like, whoa,
Thank you very much.
that's nice.
Just quickly, I just want to say, don't ever stop what you're doing.
Thank you.
I think what you're doing is beautiful. You are who you are. I mean, you didn't slay to come on live, and I know people that will slay. You're keeping it so real, and it reminds me of me. Like I don't have to you know go into the extra mile to do. You are who you are, and I love that.
Thank you
And
so much.
I love that. So literally, just keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for having me on live. And I may not say a lot, but I actually love you. Not everybody will invite me on live, and I'll be like, "Yes, I'm coming." No, because I don't know
I
what you're
was
coming
even
to
so
do.
shocked when you said you were coming, boy.
Hey, somebody said they have a question, but
Okay,
please don't
Brown
stop.
Krypton, give us your question really
Please give
quickly.
us your question. CK, how are you,
Yeah,
sis?
when you said
That's
you were
my little
coming on live,
sister.
I was shocked. I was like, it's a special D. Trendy said she's coming on my live show. Is that so? I was like, special. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Nice. What gives you that strength to push so hard?
Do you know what? Um, Number one,
Mm-hmm.
is my passion. I just feel like I just love it,
Mm-hmm.
like I love it. And if I love it, why should I stop? You know? And number two, I've got siblings. I've got two twin brothers. And I feel like they look up to me.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can see that, okay, my sister actually pushed through to do this, they can achieve anything. And I want them to have that buzz in them that they can
Mm-hmm.
do whatever, you know. It's just looking at like my nieces and nephews, and I just like from when my niece can be like, "Oh, I'm going to watch Auntie Nana on YouTube," it makes me happy.
Wow.
Like it just
Yeah.
makes me happy, and I want her to grow up feeling like she could do that,
Yeah.
So it's
That's good.
literally my passion and the little ones that I have looking up to me and my family, you know.
Aww.
Oh,
That's so
and I
cute.
have a beautiful godson, and I want my
Uh-huh.
godson to also grow up to be like, okay, Auntie Nana's here. I want to be like that too. I need to seek permission from my parents because from his parents because I want to get him into modeling. So, so, like it's just little things like that. The younger ones that are looking up to me and stuff like that. So I just want if they're proud, and if they like, oh, Auntie Nana's doing this, or my cousin Nana's doing this,
Yeah.
it's just so fulfilling. It makes you want to go even harder, you know?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow.
That's the trick.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
for
on. I
having me.
appreciate it. I'm the
Thank
first
you for
person to
having
host
me.
you on
You're the
like your
first
first ever live I
person. You're
hosted.
the first person to have me on live. You're the
That's like
first
a big
person.
deal, you know.
It
I've
is.
tried to call me. It's not your fault. Yeah. But yeah,
But yeah,
thank you so much for
thank
coming
you
on.
for
I
having me.
appreciate you so much. Thank
No,
you.
you're such a cutie.
I wish you all the best. Never be
So do
ordinary.
I.
I can't wait for it. You inspire me. Inspire me so much. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on Trendy. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we'll definitely keep in
Thank you for
touch.
having me.